Maybe your standards are just too high. I'm a 30-year-old single black female prioritizing gut health and protein intake. I can squat 250. I've written 2 books and speak 3 different languages. In the last 6 months alone, I've created 4 different applications and 2 different programs across the iOS platform. Not to mention, I started diversifying my financial portfolio at 23.
They don't care. They don't care. The only love language a man cares about is his love language and whether you are fluent in it or not. The only program he cares about is whatever program is making your ass tight, fit, and plump. Girl, the only time they care about you squatting is if you're squatting in the bedroom. Don't pretend like you don't know what I mean. The only books my man cares if I read are parenting books to make sure I'm not effing up his children. They don't care about your financial portfolio, honey. They care about your Instagram portfolio and how many pictures make you look like. Listen, I think you're a boss babe. For real, I want to be you. But as cool as that is to me and other females, that's not what's gonna find you a man. Not one that's gonna want to keep you, at least. Because unfortunately, I know too many 40-year-old women that are childless, single, and also speak 3 languages and have written books who have no man. But you'd make a great escort. I'm thinking political events, I'm thinking the Capitol, or a spy.
So I've talked about on social media that I want to start diving more into men's mental health. And in order to help me with that, I don't want to just do the research that I've been doing. I don't want to just be doing that. I want to hear from you guys yourselves. I want you guys to be able to speak up about your experiences and the things that you have gone through. Because I think men's mental health is such a complex thing, and I'm trying my best to understand so that I can kind of relate to men, especially if like that's what I'm interested in to be in a relationship with. I always want to constantly learn, especially how men deal with trauma and deal with past relationships and how they carry those into new ones. Because I think it's important to be asking these questions. And I know that there's females that are watching this video that you can read through the comments too. I want all the men in the comments to write down whatever you feel that women need to know about men's mental health. Because I think it's such an important conversation to have to be able to understand each other. And women, don't even get mad at me about this because I've been making videos for women's mental health for the 5 years and no one about it in my comments. Let the men have their video. But these are important conversations to have, especially because we all have to interact at the end of the day. And women, if you have such an issue with men, if you're going to sit here about how men are awful all the time and they're all bad, maybe take the time to understand them a little bit. Maybe take the time to go read through these comments and see what it is that they have to say. I want everyone to take this time to read through these comments to try to just understand each other with an open mind. So men, whatever you think women need to know about men's mental health, you can be as vulnerable as you want. You can be as sour as you want. I don't care. Say what you need to say in the comments. I always want to make sure that my platform is a safe space for anyone to speak freely about what it is that they're going through. And this is just one of the ways that I want to do that. So I hope you know. Love you.
Y'all know what's worse than going through a man's following and seeing the Eras tour? Going through a man's following and it's nothing but of every race. He don't discriminate. Going through his following list and seeing nothing but it makes me sick.
So y'all, I had a man send me his number on multiple occasions. I just keep ignoring it. Because I just feel like, why are you sending me your number? Like, so you expect me to see your number, save it, put it in my phone, and then text you? Like, I literally said, what do you want me to do with this? If you want to talk to me, then why aren't you asking me for my number? Like, I'm confused instead of sending me yours. I didn't reach out to you. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't believe I'm tripping. But maybe we're just in 2025.
Well, just another video to let men know that they shouldn't be messing around with you.
Dear men, don't let make you feel like you sassy just because you have standards. Women got this weird way of trying to make men feel feminine just because they not accepting what they come in with. Just because they come to the table with something that you don't want or you don't see fit for your life, you sassy just because you don't want it. No, I don't want you. And there's nothing wrong with that.
All right, I just have to bring this up because I see it all the time and I'm just like, if guys just had any idea how bad you're all being catfished on social media, it's not even funny anymore. It's actually embarrassing. Women out there, these girls out there are using so many face apps, so many contouring apps, so many filters and effects to make themselves look like completely different humans that in reality, they look nothing like that. And I'm gonna give you an example. I'm a hairstylist. Most of my clients come from Instagram. And I'm going to give you an example of this client's hair that I used to do. So she was kind of crazy, to be honest with you. That's one reason I stopped doing her hair, but that's besides the point. So when she first booked with me and I looked at her Instagram, I was like, wow, this girl's gorgeous. She's going to be great for photos. She's going to be great for my social media. When she sat in my chair, that was not the same human. She looked nothing like her social media. She admitted to me that she uses 2 face apps She's got a contouring app. She's got an app for her videos. And she does all of this editing to literally make herself look like somebody else. On her social media, she's above a 10. In real life, she's maybe a 2 or a 3. Like, I'm not joking. And all these men, like, she's got followers. All these men are having this parasocial relationship with her, this weird obsession with her. Meanwhile, who they're obsessing over, honestly, isn't even real. She's like fake. And I see this all the time. Just like, I even have this one girl, I did her hair for a bit. She was OnlyFans. She has like over like 1 million followers. Let me tell you, in real life, you all don't want to know what she looks like. It's scary. Honestly, when you look at her, you're like, what is that? And I just don't understand. It's like, be real. And I feel like guys nowadays, stop being so thirsty for these girls you see online. Like, talk to the girl beside you, the one you see in real life, the one that you actually know looks like her. And just these women online, run, because 90% chance you're being catfished.
Hey, Dad, let me ask you a question.
What
Why
you
you
want?
and Mom get divorced? Like, what was the real reason? Like, I ain't never heard your side of the story.
You ain't ready for that story. If I tell you, are you ready for it? Because if I tell
No,
you,
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. What
okay,
happened?
if I tell you, you have to understand that this is my wife. This ain't your mama. Pretend she a woman off the street. Pretend you ain't my son. You
All
just
right.
another man I'm telling. Okay. Can you do that?
All right.
Okay. So for about 4 months, I'm working 16-hour shifts. Your mama not working.
Mm-hmm.
I come home, she ain't cooking no dinner. She comfortable. She don't even greet me. About 2 months into that, we have an argument because I ain't taking her on no vacation for her birthday. She stopped sleeping with me. So I start accepting meals from the little honey that work in the office up front at my job. Now you tell me, 6 months in, you ain't getting no food, you ain't getting no booty. What would
Okay.
you do?
What
What would you do? Tell me.
I probably would have did the same thing.
Right, as a man, right? So I ain't sleeping with her. I'm just accepting the little lady bringing me food. She bring my lunch to my lunch, okay? Your mama come up there tripping, punch me in the face, get me fired from my job and all that. I come home, she start cussing me out because I ain't got a job. 3 months
She
later,
did that?
3 months later, she cussing me out because I ain't got a job. Now I can't pay all the bills because she didn't came up to the front tripping. Now you tell me, you done dealt with this for a year. As a man, you dealt with it for a year. I'm not gonna say what happened or what would you do?
I'd be tripping. Yeah, I'd be tripping for sure, Dad.
Okay. So you, in your words, you saying it. I ain't saying it. You tripping. Okay. So
To be honest with you, I don't even think Shira's content necessarily made it worse. If anything, I think Shira's content put a spotlight on exactly what I'm saying. Women do not want to do any work. They only want to see what another woman has, and they want the quick fix to get it. Because let's dial it back, right? Shira's man is from a completely different generation in life. So she can do the things she do with him because he's from a different era in time. He's from the era of, provide for your family, da 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 da. You trying to run old tricks on new dogs, it's never gonna work. But again, they too busy trying to copy and paste another woman's lifestyle instead of using their brain. Clear common sense would tell you off bat. Shira got that man in like the 80s, the 90s, somewhere up in there. These are completely different. These YNs, girl, we could talk about this all day, but it runs deep. But if anything, it's a highlight. It didn't make it worse. It put the spotlight on them. Showed you exactly who they are and how they think, or lack thereof.
But do you guys believe this? A man will sacrifice his happiness for his family, and a woman will sacrifice her family for her happiness.
I don't believe that.
That's deep. I believe that.
I believe it.
Because you guys are the men.
No, because it happened to me in real life.
Yeah, I believe that. And that happens a lot. I think listen, it's as hard for you to accept it because I don't think, I think you would be different.
No, yeah, you're good. But my mom left when I was like 1 or 2.
See, that gives me chills.
She disappeared.
Thinking about that.
Not disappeared, but like she was wanting to like go do young people stuff and go party and stuff like that. Well, my dad had to sit, go to work and take care of me. She did come back eventually, but that's picking happiness over her family.
Yeah.
And my mom's sorry for it now. I'm not just.
Yeah, I
love
guess.
her.
Yeah.
But
No, they gave me like chills.
Why?
I don't know. Sad to think about.
Some real.
Guys, I have a question. So I'm the type of girl that says the word bro a lot. I say it all the time. I'll be like, bro, this customer called. I say it at work. I say it at home. Bro, what are you guys doing? And I've actually met a lot of guys that have told me that they think it's such a turn off that I say that. And they kind of get like upset with me because it comes out, you know? Like I'll be on a date and I'll be like, oh, bro, that was so cool, right? And they just like, I'm not your bro. So honestly, like I want men to answer me this, like, is that really that bad? Like, is it really that big of a turn off? Because like I'm all about change behavior, you know, if it's something that I don't notice that it's actually wrong or something, like, you know, I could just use that word with my friends and stuff. I don't have to use it with like a love interest. So I guess that's my question, like, is it really that big of a turn off if a girl says the word bro a lot?
Let me get this straight. 3 black women drove from Richmond down to the richest county in America to steal. You got to be the dumbest set I've ever heard about. You know how much trouble you get in up in Loudoun County? A lot. And you can't get out of that trouble unless you have a lot of money. That is crazy. That's why I stopped stealing at 18.
Yeah, that was a great meal. I really appreciate you coming out with me tonight.
Yes, everything was delicious.
To wrap this up.
Is there anything else I can get for y'all?
No, we're good to go. You can just
Actually, there is. Can I get I'm actually gonna have a turkey burger to go with the sweet potato fries, and I have an Arnold Palmer to go as well.
Are you taking a separate tab?
No. This is you're paying for this. This is all you.
No, I'm not.
No, why wouldn't
I
you
brought
pay?
you out on the date. I didn't bring. You said you
Right.
didn't.
I have to take food back to my cousin who lives with me.
Okay, then your cousin can come up here and get his own food.
No, he can't because I'm eating now, so I'm bringing him food back home.
No. I'm dating you, not your cousin.
Okay, so we're a package deal. So if you're taking me out to eat, then I have to take him food back home.
No, I think you got this whole date mixed up. My objective
No,
was for...
I don't have anything mixed up.
Yes,
ma'am,
do.
you can go ahead and put that order in and just add it to his tab.
No.
He's gonna pay for everything.
Separate check. Like, I'm joking, right?
Okay, no, I'm serious. Put it on his tab because he's paying for it.
No, ma'am.
There's no way I am going home and I've already had dinner and he's sitting home waiting for food and I don't take him anything? Like, are you serious right now?
You can get his grown ass up and go get his own food.
It doesn't matter. I want to take him food. He brings me food, so I'm going to take him food.
Well, he can also catch you an Uber because
okay.
You can take care of all of our meals.
So you just gonna leave? That's what we're doing? You just leaving?
I'm not paying for another man's food.
Okay. All right. Bet. Put it on. Okay.
Yet again, another reason why men continue to walk away. It's not enough to take you out to dinner at what looks like a nice restaurant. You have to have the man pay for your to-go order. Who's telling modern women this stuff?
I've noticed this phenomenon of how women want to be infantilized. Like, a lot of women. I would argue more than half of women nowadays want to be infantilized. Like, it's almost as if y'all only want to be adults. It's like y'all pick and choose. Because it's like in the front of everything, you don't want to be responsible for yourself. You don't want to be responsible for your life. You don't want to be responsible for protecting and providing for yourself. When it comes to all of those things, it's kind of like y'all want to hand that off to another grown person. Whether if it's another woman or another man, you know, I see this happen in both, you know, heterosexual relationships as well as lesbian relationships. So not really specific to any side of the spectrum. But what I'm saying is, women want to be grown when it's time to like control other people, or you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all pick and choose. But when it's time for you to like take care of yourself and have a job and like actually put in leg work or put in like mental work or spiritual work, you don't want to do it. You want to hand that part of your life off to someone else. But then it's like you want to do the things that don't require a lot, right? It's like, oh, I'll cook or I'll do this because that's just easy to do. But when it comes to like actually evolving myself as a human being, I don't want to do that. That's too much work. I want to hand that off to somebody else, which is impossible. And then also it'll be like, well, I don't want to work. I don't want to pay any bills. I want to hand that off to another person so I can just skate through life and go to Starbucks every day and just, hit up Target. And it's just like, are y'all okay? That is some of the, first of all, that's a huge turnoff, but it's also scary because it's like, I don't even know what to say, but that is scary. Do y'all not realize how dangerous that is? And then on the other side of that, a lot of women get on here and discuss how they've been in, abusive dynamics. And it's like, well, yeah. And I'm not saying that I promote that at all, but it's like, what do you expect when you are literally handing your life off to someone else because you just don't want to do the hard thing? Nothing in life is easy. So if you only want to go through life getting what's easy or having it easy under someone else's wing, that comes with a lot of times something you not prepared for, if that makes sense. I don't know. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Do you think a man should ever tell a female how to dress?
What I've seen here tonight? Hell yeah. Hell no! Hell no! Hell yeah! Why'd you say that? Because, would you wear the church? I do. I go to church in my living room. Damn it, I wear what I want. But in a brick and mortar? Hell no. Hell no. So yeah, you do tell a woman what she need to be wearing when she leave the house. Just saying. Just saying. I'm just saying.
What?
Ain't no man telling me what to put on, and I'm married. Well, no, hold on. But so he can tell. He won't tell her what to put on, but he will tell her what to take off. That's okay.
Yup. Facts. Take that shit. Oh, take that shit off. You ain't going out like that. That's what she talking about.
He can tell me what to take off if he finna get busy. He can't tell me what to take off if he ain't getting busy.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Let's get into the realness. We got a lot of moms also that have fathers that do want to be dads, but they are so vindictive and bitter with the dad that they'd rather their son fail than have the father in the child's life.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I've had conversations with moms. I'm like, where the daddy at? I'll make contact with the dad. Dad say, I live in North Carolina or I live in this city, but she never wanted me. They'd have moved on, got kids of their own with their new wife or whatever like that. She never want me to see him. I'm like, mama, send that boy to go stay with his daddy. He don't need the Ace of Boys program. He needs his dad. Send him with his father. What are you doing besides sitting up here complaining about you doing it by yourself? It's like moms have this new thing now where they proud. It's like they have to say, I'm doing it all by myself and I'm trying and I love my child and putting them on Facebook and pretending you was a parent at graduation and they turned out to be some terrible person because you was too proud to keep their father in their life. I've run into that so many times. Just send the child to stay with his father. You don't need him. You don't need to be trying to raise him by yourself. Send him with his dad because he needs his actual father. He don't need somebody trying to get to play father. He needs his real father. But because they are so bitter and the court system, which I hate, benefits mothers more than fathers who want to be dads. It hurts kids. It hurts children.
Unpopular opinion. His correction is his protection. If that man has tried to correct you and or teach you anything, he absolutely loves you. I want you to always consider that women think a lot more emotionally. Men think a lot more logically. Therefore, whenever your man is trying to show you something different, he is letting you into a deeper piece of him. He is now showing you how he sees the world through his eyes. So you don't think about a lot of little things that's going on behind the scenes because you typically with him, right? But he has to protect you whenever he's not as well, because that's still his job. He's still going to play that role for you, period, because he feels like he is your protector. Therefore, whenever he is trying to correct you and or teach you anything, don't take it offensive. He's not trying to belittle you. He just understands things a little bit differently than you do. It's one of the best ways that he can show you that he loves you without actually having to say the words. Don't take that for granted. Understand what's going on around you and what he's doing.
I have a video going viral right now, and unfortunately, some of you women in the comments are making me side with the men, so let's have a chat. If you're my mom, keep scrolling, and I'm not kidding, please keep scrolling. The video is about putting out on a Saturday morning and getting a bunch of chores done because my husband likes my poo nanny power. All right, the amount of women in the comments saying, I cannot believe you have to do that. Baby, I don't have to do anything. Newsflash, some women like getting their guts stirred before the sun has risen. You understand what I'm saying to you? Some women enjoy it. It's a win-win for me, baby. I get D served to me on a platter. I ain't got to lift a finger. I don't even got to move my body from the bed that I am in. It's getting done around the house. Now, would my husband be doing the ways? Absolutely. But now he's got pep in his step, and I got pep in mine too. If you feel like you have to do it, baby, you find a new partner. Not me. All right? I have never in my life with my husband had to do it. It has never been a chore to me, because when my mental state is not there, if I've got too much going on in my life, in my mind, my husband doesn't make me do nothing. And if yours is, baby, that's a you problem. That is a you problem. And to the men commenting, it's either the nanny or the nanny. May that love never find me. All right.
And now, what are some things you look for in a man?
And for a man, I look for a man who is respectful, who is also ambitious, someone that I can learn from. Yes.
Okay. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Okay, that's cool. They must be not ambitious.
My name is Vince. I'm 30 and very beautiful, but might be a little sassy, you know. I like the reaction. I can see, like, I don't know.
Okay. So, he said a little sassy. What do you think?
Okay.
All right. So now, is he someone that's your type?
No.
Right. And why not?
I don't know. It's maybe it's other perspectives.
That's fair.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon? Stand right here, please. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Ahmad, 33. Just wasn't my type, and it was giving city girl vibes. You came out real hot out the gate, and you got these temperaments and these, you know, these facial expressions, stuff like that. I just wasn't feeling it. Kind of young and immature to me, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay. Why not?
It's the nose ring and the earrings for me.
Okay.
It's a no.
Hey, everybody got, you know.
Next.
Oh my. Okay, let's go over here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon? Stand back here, please.
Sorry.
Hi, Jaira. My name is Kevin. I'm 31 years old. I popped my balloon because I feel like our personalities will clash. You're very attractive, though. I pay attention to detail. Love the necklace, matching the bracelet. Again, down to, you know, ankle bracelet. You look fine. It's cool that you're into fashion, but I don't think our personalities will get along. So I figured I'd save you some time. That's all.
Okay. I agree.
Okay, and why do you agree?
It wasn't the physical attraction for me.
Okay.
You said it wasn't the physical?
It wasn't.
Then what was it?
I mean, you popped your balloon, so yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Thank you. Your name and age. Stand right here, please.
Sorry.
Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Zaid and I'm 30. You're a gorgeous woman, sweetheart. I just think it's a humility thing. Kind of seem a little uptight when you get rejected, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's the name of the game, though. You know what I mean? I hope you find your match, though, regardless.
Okay, cool.
Is he someone that's your type?
No.
All right, why not?
I would say it's the attraction for me.
Okay.
It's okay.
Let's go here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Xavier, I'm 31. It's just the age. Very beautiful woman. It's just the age. I don't really like that gap. That's all it was. It's just the age. Very beautiful woman. I am ambitious. I felt that up there, and I was like, dang, I popped. But nah, it's just the age. That's it.
Okay.
All right. Is he someone that's your type?
No.
All right, why not?
Just the attraction.
Okay.
That hurt, but I'm back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we do still have an unpopped balloon.
And all of them had a great point. Don't go out with this woman. But unfortunately, it looked like she got some dude. Hope he's okay.
He who finds a wife finds a good thing. Not he who finds a girl, he who finds a woman, he who finds somebody who outside, he who finds a wife. There are 3 types of women in this world, and you have to know the difference between the 3 to understand if you have a wife or not. Hear me out. Men are supposed to be catered to, loved on, nurtured, protected as well, and provided for as well. We as women are supposed to do those type of things, but we do it in different ways. If you still outside and you shaking your boom boom and you turn with your friends and every 5 seconds you bent over, you're still a little girl. You're not a wife. If you're on social media and you have to do that turnaround pose and have that ass out, you're not a wife. If a man paying your bills is what makes them a man to you, you're not a wife. If a man decides to be emotionally available to you and he starts to tell you how he feels and you think that he's being sassy, finish it, you're not a wife, okay? If you feel like dating multiple people and dating around and I'm single so I could date him, I keep me some options, and then you got friends saying, yeah, girl, me too, that's how you date, you're not a wife. You are a little girl. You're in a little girl stage.
I think some singles need to check their ego, because I went speed dating this past Saturday, and I matched up with a guy and I thought he was cool. So at the end I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ask for his number, because I'm not gonna wait till the host gets all the info together. So I text, we exchanged numbers, then I text him, and the next day I'm like, so now what's next now? He's like, well, I'd like to come see you perform. And I'm like, well, I'd actually like to go on a longer date. And then he responds back saying, yeah, I'm not really looking for anything right now. I'm very busy. I don't have time in my schedule. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not looking for anything to like jump into anything so quickly. And I'm like, all I wanted was to get a coffee with you or go for a walk. I'm not even sure if I'll like you if we have a longer date. But it was nice meeting you for 4 minutes.
Oddly enough, it was women in the comments telling this woman to check her ego.
Have you ever been approached by a certain aesthetic of a man and then immediately become offended because in world would you ever stand a snowball's chance in hell with me? Like, please raise your hand.
Looks like we got another one that needs to check her ego.
There's plenty of fish in the sea. Plenty of fish in the sea. And it's literally always the person who hasn't swam in 19 years who's saying that. They're literally married to their high school sweetheart. There's plenty of fish in the sea. I'm like, when's the last time you went fishing? Yeah, why don't you try dipping your toes in and tell me what you find? Tell me what's in.
Why don't you pay for dinner? That seems pretty rude.
Because I only pay for dinner with my friends, because it's friendship. If you're going on a date, I think the men should pay. You're on a date. It's not.
Well, I think the woman should pay.
Well,
why is that rude?
Because
what makes it, hang on, what I'm asking is what makes it rude if I have the expectation a woman pays on the date? Why is that
you're
rude?
the man, and men are the protectors and providers by nature, and they should pay for the dates.
Also, if you're asking someone
So wait a second, so my nature is to pay for your food? That's my nature? What?
If you
I don't see why
the nature of a man is not to be a pay pig for a woman's food.
It's not a pay pig for. It's just dinner. I mean, if you can't do it, it's just dinner. I don't
If
see
it's
what
just dinner, then why don't you do it?
You guys act like you paid for dinner, that you did this like you're a hero or something. It's just dinner.
So let me get this right. Hang on. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. I want to make sure I got this straight. If you don't pay for dinner, you're a rude prick, because dinner's no big deal at all. I can pay for my own dinner.
I went to the grocery store to get some windshield wiper fluid. I came out, I lifted my hood, and as I was doing that, a man was coming towards me. His car was next to mine. So appearances look like I may have been a damsel in distress, perhaps. He didn't say anything, got in his car and left. And I thought to myself, what happened to chivalry? I didn't need his help, but just the fact that he didn't say a word and kept moving. Am I wrong for questioning that? Do guys help women anymore? Just asking.
So I just watched a video of how a lion picked their mate, like their lioness. Y'all, somebody needs to let the women lion know, y'all don't have to be doing it like this. Like, oh my gosh, literally it was like 6 lioness, right? The man walked up and all 6 of them, they went into this position. It's called lordosis, actually. And they was face down, butt up. And the male lion, like, he went to each of them and had his way with them, like, for like 5 seconds. I'm not gonna lie, it made me a little uncomfortable. I was like, I don't want to watch this, but I'm just so concerned. Like, is he really about to hit all of these girls? Like, All of these women about to get hit. He hit all of them. Pow, pow, pow. Next one, pow, pow, pow. And they just sat there and waited their turn. Then he went up to the one that he picked, I guess who he felt like had the best cat, you know? And they just walked off into the sunset together. And I'm just like, that's crazy. Like, no self-respect. No self-respect. Like, just, like, he just bow, 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 bow. I want you. And walked off with the lioness. Like, I wasn't really feeling that. Like, I'm praying for my female cats out here, because no, that's not okay. Y'all don't have to be living like that. Y'all don't have to be living like that.
I went to sleep at 5:30 last night, and all I gotta say is I'm so glad I'm single. I slept for 15 hours. How do you explain that to a man? Like, how do you explain, oh, I didn't respond to you for 15 hours because I was sleeping at 5:30 at night? No, even I wouldn't believe that.
I don't know. Communication seems to work. You guys say that you have effective communication skills, but you're asking these questions.
Do not like being called cute by a man that I'm potentially interested in. If a guy calls me cute, I assume he does not think of me in an attractive way. Like, you call your little sister cute or your little brother cute, not someone you think might be your girlfriend, right?
Man, these women are never going to get married.
No one ever talks about how hard it is to be the chronically single friend in the friend group when all your other friends in the friend group always have a guy they're talking to, or always going on dates, or always have a boyfriend, and it's like guy after guy after guy that wants them, and you've never had any guy that's wanted you. No one talks about that, but it keeps me up at night. Or when you're out with this, like, your friends, and your friends always get hit on or flirted with or asked for their number, and you never once experienced that. Like, it is so hard to be friends with people like that, because it's like, why do they get all the attention and not me? Like, why do they always have guys and I don't have anything?
Everyone always wants the date updates, and I just got home from a date and I have a question for the audience. So I matched with a guy and I asked him who he voted for, and he said Kamala. And I agreed to go on a date with him. And tonight we were on the date, and like, we were talking, we were doing things and hanging out. And then he ended up telling me that he did not vote in this last election, and he lied, and he wanted to tell me in person. What do we think about that? What do we think about A, the fact that he didn't vote, and B, the fact that he lied about it? What are our thoughts?
She actually thought she cooked with this question. Modern women don't seem to see how close-minded they actually are.
I have this issue where I find almost no men attractive. Like, it's really, really annoying, because I speak to a lot of men, right? I'm very social. I love to talk. I find almost no one attractive. So, like, there's just, like, it just doesn't go anywhere, like, ever. I get asked on dates, I'm like, no, pass. And then when I do find someone attractive, I'm like, I'm obsessed with you. I need you. If I don't have you, I'm gonna feel unwell. Like, I need them, because it's so rare at this point that it, like, makes it extremely difficult. Or, like, even if they are attractive, like, even if, like, yeah, you're a pretty face, I just don't care to speak to them. Like, if I want to speak to someone, I will nonstop be thinking about, like, texting them or having a conversation with them. But it's rare. Like, it's so rare, and I just want to have a cute little fun crush and, like, whatever, but I can't even have a crush anymore because I'm just like, boring, like, not interested. No desire for it. I need to, like, go to the gym.
Are you single or married?
Kind of single.
Kind of single?
Yes.
What does that mean?
I recently broke up with someone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, why?
Because like a few months ago, it was our anniversary. After 1 year, he took me for dinner. It was a nice restaurant, but he just paid for the dinner around like $2,000.
Wait, so let me see if I understand. You broke up with this man after being with him for a year.
A year.
1 year. Because he took you to a restaurant and only paid $2,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he get you anything?
Yeah, just a normal gift around like approximately price was like $5,000.
So a $5,000 gift, $2,000 dinner.
Yeah,
that wasn't enough?
No, we have been for 1 year together. I expected more. You know, I'm a woman.
What did you get him?
Me.
You got him you?
Yes.
You. And
I
he got
gift for him, for his life, you know?
Okay. See, this is what these dudes be talking about, because You're terrible. That's horrible.
I'm not.
He probably thought he was doing something really sweet, really special, and you just...
We have been together for 1 year. At least he needed like spend like 10,000 for me.
We're cooked as women, for sure.
We are
That's
women.
it. Goodbye. Horrible.
I think I figured out why I'm single. So I'm coming back from lunch just like any other day, walking to my building, and here comes this construction guy who's coming off of the 3rd floor that's being currently renovated in my building. So I'm a happy person. I talk to everyone. He starts small talk with me, asking me, oh, what you have for lunch, blah, blah, blah. And then, naturally I say, okay, well, I hope the construction's going great up there, And he's like, oh, do you want to see it? I was like, all right. So here I go following this construction man upstairs. Naturally, I have a keen eye for architecture. So I'm walking around, he's showing me all these things, and I'm trying to seem interested. And that was the conclusion of the tour. He begins to walk me back to the stairs, and he was like, I don't want to be too forward, and I hope I'm not being disrespectful, but can I ask you if you're married or if you're seeing anybody? And I'm like, no and no. So he begins to say that I radiated confidence and beauty inside and out, and he would just love to get my number if that was okay. And I was sweating at this point because if you know me, I'm very awkward when it comes to these things. And so yeah, I said yes. And I began to give him my number. He finishes walking me down the stairs. I say, all right. And he thanks me for my time and getting to chat with me. And I go back to my office and I start freaking out to my coworkers, telling them that I'm not ready for this type of commitment. They humble me immediately and say, bro, calm down. He just got your number. He didn't propose. So I was humbled and I moved on. And so here we are a week and a half later, and I have yet to hear from said construction guy, James. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. Maybe he changed his mind and, it's like awkward. So then I began to think, wait a second. Knowing my awkward self, I could have possibly given him the wrong number. I was like, I probably gave him a combination of my work cell phone and my personal cell phone out of the nervousness that I had. But, at this point, I'm just going to take it as, I don't know what could have been. I don't know if it was my bad. I'm sorry, James, if it was my bad that I gave you the wrong number. Or no hard feelings, James, if you got my number and then decided not to contact me. So, I don't know. It's just a sign. I'm not ready.
Hi everyone, I'm gonna do a haul of what my psycho ex-boyfriend gave back to me as our breakup gift. Okay, what he dropped off back at my house, except it gets progressively worse as we go on. Okay, get ready. Starting off strong, we have my Vera Bradley blanket that I slept with at his house. Perfect, fine. This is actually the only thing I asked back, whatever. I can't think right now. Let's start with just a Lego. Okay, I gave this to him for Valentine's Day. Because he was gonna build it for me. Fine. It was a gift. Guess he didn't want it. Fine. Then Valentine's Day again. I just got him this little a year of dates ideas. Okay, cool. No problem. Then personalized candle with a picture of us with our anniversary on it. Okay. Don't know why we had to give that back, but hey, to each their own. Jellycat, penguin. Okay. Thank God, actually, because I can add it to my collection now. So that's fine. Then we have this little macaroni and cheese because I got him a little heart last year for Valentine's Day that said, I macaroni have eyes for you. And I brought it to him after one of his hockey games in the parking lot. And I was like, here's a little surprise. Why do you have to give that back to me? Don't know. Here we get into the really fun stuff. Okay, a picture frame without the picture in it. Okay, but here's the picture. Thank you so much. You had to take it out of the frame and then give it back to me? Like, what was the point? That's really stupid, actually. Some of the Polaroids I printed for him. Okay, because he picked and chose which ones he wanted to give back to me, which ones he wanted to keep. Weird. To each their own, again. We're getting into the good stuff. Okay? Every single card I've ever written him. Okay? Every single one. Anniversary, birthday, random, just because, Valentine's Day, Easter, you name it. There's a card for it. Every single one. Novels for any of these cards. Novels. Give it back to me. Because it's garbage. Throw it out. No. This is the finale. Ready for it? My personalized little scrapbook I made him for our 1 year anniversary. That I wrote like what I love about you, so personalized, like picture, like, okay, give that back to me. But you couldn't just throw it out. You had to shove it in my face, put it in a box, and throw it on my driveway. Right. Really? But you kept the stuff in your car from me, and you kept the other stuffed animals, you kept other stuff. You kept certain pictures, you kept a different picture frame, like, you kept certain things. Why? You gave this back to me, my hard-working gift, so you hate me. You hate me so much, you take this back to me. Right. Yourself.
So another reason why men are the prize is because...
Tell them, babe, tell them.
Is because they are the ones that sacrifice the most. They sacrifice all of their time and their energy to make themselves valuable. So when they make themselves valuable, what do? Then they spend their hard-earned money on the provisioning, the house, the utility, things like that. On top of that, goes down, we expect men to lay their lives down for us. So really, I would be delusional if I didn't think that I was getting the better end of this deal. Seriously, men are the prize. My man gives me way more than I've ever earned or deserved, and I am truly grateful for it.
You deserve it too, that's the thing.
Well, he thinks so, which is why I appreciate
you're worth it, because you're mine, so you're worth taking care of.
Yeah, baby.
That's right.
Thank you. I love you.
Love you too.
Here's a hot take that might ruffle some feathers. And if so, good. Let's ruffle them up. Instead of normalizing women making the first move, can we normalize men to pay attention to and understand the subtle cues of body language? Because women already do make the first move. It's called eye contact. Okay, listen. If a woman locks eyes with you, she glances at you more than one time, gives you a soft smile, that is the first move. That is the green light. That is her way of saying, hey, I've spotted you. Come talk to me. Like, worst case, you go talk to her and she says, no thanks, I'm not interested, I'm out with my friends tonight. That's gonna hurt your ego for like a minute, and then you're gonna get over it.
A man being rejected by a woman that he approaches is not the worst thing that can happen. Because being called a creep or being accused of something that he didn't do is way worse. And because of this, it is the smartest of women that recognize this, and they will do more than just these silly hints of looking at a man for him to approach her. The smartest of women understand what men go through, and they understand that a lot of women are telling men, do not approach me, do not look at me, do not be a creep. And so when they see a man that they are interested in, they will lead the conversation. They will approach him. They will say hi to him. That's literally all you have to do, ladies. And reality check, women that have a difficult time with this, it is because they fear rejection, because women are not used to being rejected. But ladies, this is the reality, okay? If you don't want guys approaching you that might have an indication that you're interested in them just by a look, just by something very casual, if you don't want that because it's creepy, guess what? You're going to have to take the lead. You're going to have to be okay with some level of rejection. At least that's my hot take that might ruffle some feathers.